wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past. Past the 40-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Morris. To throw on second down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And again, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Morris. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Option play on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
2 yards. And it's
Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Hurts sets up to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And 3 at the 32.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Dobbins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Chiefs 7, Broncos 0.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Now Morris off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DA. And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. Wide open receiver complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
But it brings up fourth down.
Morris throwing on fourth down. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The 30, 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here's Morris on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Morris now looking to throw on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Morris. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
K.J. Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
The kicker
Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 14, Broncos 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the right side to Eric Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Completes it to Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Nicole Hardman. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 40. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
To throw is Morris. Throwing on first down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Morris to throw on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, Dobbins, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up third and
On third down, here's Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
a 24-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Morris got a man, and he hits him in stride. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Morris. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Operating from the gun, Morris. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Morris. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Morris. Flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Morris to throw on 2nd down. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 7.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Morris's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Get this out left, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Morris on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot?
He's got it at the 15. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 1.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. It'll be Hurts on the option. Off the option, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That keeps the score. Chiefs 39. Broncos 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
And
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Morris now on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Morris. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Morris. Morris fighting. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Gets this one to Hill.